It's Chinatown, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing?
¿Y es una cadena esto?
Okay. God is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagle is in London, and I want to thank all of you who wished me safe trip. And okay, so this evening I'm taking a walk into Chinatown, and I want to share a few things with you guys. And my conversation from London is on billionaire habits. Think value exchange for what you want. It's very cold here in London. It just rained. It's still drizzling in many parts of London. But as you can see, it's seas of, the crowd here in Chinatown is crazy. There's a lot to eat. There's a lot to enjoy, in this part of London. Hello, can you hear me? What's going on? Can you guys hear me, guys? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. I just want to be sure you guys can hear me. Oh, okay, beautiful, because it just started going. I was wondering whether you guys can hear me. Okay, fine. It's good to know. I'm here in Chinatown, got to London this afternoon. And like I said, I just want to start by thanking my London support system. Right? You guys are the best. I practically can host an event in 24 hours in London. I just have some of the best support system, and I want to start by acknowledging that and thanking you guys for always showing up and the love I get in London. It's just amazing. But I want to talk about billionaire habits and why part of the habits of billionaire is to think value exchange for what you want from anyone. One of the major things I've noticed about people who are not wealthy is, and I think that religious institutions, and it's not just Christians, generally religious institutions have played into this and have made people expect something for nothing. And I say it often, it's a scamming mindset. Anytime you expect to get something for nothing, you are carrying a scammer's mindset. Okay? Let me say that again. Anytime you're expecting to get something for nothing, you are expressing a scammer's mindset. I don't care whatever is your rationale for that, but it's still a scammer's mindset. Because the way the world works is that anytime you want something, you also have to give something. The world has worked on what we call exchanges for thousands and thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. It started with trade by barter. You go to a market like this, we're in China market, right? You go to a market like this, for example, in those days, you have 2 tubers of yam, you exchanges for a lot of cups of corn, right? And to the equivalent that both parties agreed. So all through world history, value for value, value for value. But when you then say, oh, favor, grace, right? And you think that favor and grace means that you do nothing, you don't exchange any value, and then things are just going to be working for you. That is a scammer's mentality. That is scamming. And I'll give you a practical example. And I'll break down scriptures we often quote. So, Joseph enjoyed favor. Yes. I'm not even arguing that. He was exceptionally favored by Pharaoh. But hey, listen to me. Did he get the favor for nothing? Joseph did nothing. And Pharaoh just say, oh, there is somebody in the prison. Go fetch him for me. Make him prime minister. Was that how it happened? Okay? Was that how it happened? That wasn't how it happened. The king had a problem. He had a dream. He can't even remember the dream. He can't remember the meaning of the dream. And he wanted who could do it. They got every magician. Everybody couldn't do it. And then this prisoner was able to do it. Value exchange. Now, was the interpretation of the dream and the solution, because Joseph didn't just interpret the dream, he offered a solution. Now, did that solution that he offered qualify him to become a prime minister? No. That's where favor comes in. That's where grace comes in. But you cannot take away the fact that Joseph offered value. Are we learning something here? If you're learning, type, I'm learning. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you're learning, type, I'm learning. Joseph offered value. And that's the essence of these billionaire habits. And when you get my book, The Billionaire Habits, you can go on Amazon, you'll find it there, you can order it, you get it delivered anywhere in the world, or go to my website, right? What I shared in the book is that billionaires become so by value exchange. Yes, there's a phase of their life where the value they offered versus the return they got is no longer proportional, right? In other words, there's a I call the acceleration phase, where you now begin to get more returns than the actual value you're offering. Okay, the acceleration phase of business, you just begin to realize there's just unusual speed. Okay, and every consistent entrepreneur will have that experience. So it's, as much as you call it favor, we call it grace, as long as you don't give up, as long as you're consistent at some phase of your life, that will happen to you as well. Where, there's just that unprecedented growth that wasn't directly proportional to what the value you've given. Look at it. Joseph has been interpreting dreams for many people. Okay? He's been interpreting dreams. Remember, even the man that referred him to the king was one of those that Joseph interpreted dreams for. And the man totally forgot Joseph. So there is always going to be a phase where you are putting in and it's not commensurate to the returns you're getting. You are adding value, you are helping people, but what is coming in is not equal to what you're putting in. Yes, there's that phase. Okay? However, there is now a reward phase, which you're getting far more than you're putting in. Okay? So that's normal. But don't call grace or favor, okay, a product of doing nothing and getting something. And I hope a lot of pastors get to watch this later, and you can help me share this with them. We must begin to intentionally teach people that favor is for hardworking people. Favor is for people who are willing to put in the effort. Favor, grace, okay, is for people who are willing to add value. Favor, grace is for people who, have offered value in exchange. They've added value some way, some sort of value has been given. So it's not just something that jumps on the laps of lazy people. You see, God is no respecter of person. He is not a partial God, right? He does not begin to favor people who don't deserve it. He does not send grace in the way of people who have not put in anything. We need to begin to teach this, particularly to young people. It is your ability to be consistent, okay, at what is in your hands. There's a scripture that says, down a man that is diligent in his ways, he shall stand before kings and not mere men, right? What eventually brings you to great people, what eventually brings the favor, the opportunities, is your hard work and consistency, right? If you lazy around and think that things are going to work for you, unfortunately that's not how it works. I've seen a lot of people who look at my life and begin to analyze, right? I have been in business for 15 years. You have been in business for 3 years, and you want to get my kind of result. How? How? Right? I've been in business for 15 years. You have been in business for 2 years. And you are comparing yourself with me. How? Yes, he's a God of favor, he's a God of speed, but not that type. Right? He's not partial. So for you to expect God to give you what he gave me in 15 years, in 2 years, okay, is to have what we call a scammer's mindset. And I say this often. A lot of us from African background, because we've been through so much deprivation, so much, we know that the way Africa is structured, the bigger man oppress the smaller man. And because we have been through a lot, sometimes we want a speedy, change in our fortune. We want something to happen fast that turn things around for us, and that's okay, but not to the point that you don't even bring anything to the table. So I want everybody to type this. I must bring value to the marketplace. Come on, I want everybody to type this. I must bring value to the marketplace. Come on, everybody. I must bring value to the marketplace. I'm waiting, guys. Type it. I must bring value to the marketplace. Right? So this is, you call it Chinatown. Now, do you see even just the design? And this is everywhere in the world. Just choosing a whole strip. Now, trust me, now everybody here is Chinese. Okay, you can see Prince Charles cinemas, right? That's definitely not Chinese. But they pick a place, many of them come, more people come towards that axis to start offering value, right? And they brand it. That in itself is bringing something to the marketplace. The way the Chinese people come to a place, put all of these signs that you're seeing up there, begin to say you can get something cheaper. Just, anything you're coming to this place to get, you get it way cheaper than anywhere else. You eat the Chinese food, the Chinese culture. They have already added value to this real estate. Okay, they've already just added value. More, and you can see the crowd. More people will not, and guess what? Those who are here are not Chinese. Okay, I'm in Chinatown. I'm here to see a single Chinese. It's not Chinese that are coming, wanting to taste and experience some form of China, right? Bring value to the table if you must enjoy favor. I want everybody to type it. I must bring value to the table if I want favor. Come on, everybody type it now. I must bring value to the table if I want favor. I'm waiting. Everybody type quickly. I must bring value to the table if I want favor. One more time. I want you to all type it. Everybody type it. I must bring value to the table if I want favor. So we must understand that we must think value exchange. Okay? I must add value to you, then you add value to me, then I'm a rich man or I'm a rich woman. That is how wealth is built. Okay? But to think that I should just enjoy something, I should just be lucky, you know? You see some people type on my page, so you are lucky. It's the most annoying word you can use for me. I'm lucky. How am I lucky? I've been traveling all over the world, sharing the value that I carry. The concept that every mortal human being can become wealthy no matter their background if they obey certain principles. I've taken that all over the world. How is that luck, ladies and gentlemen? I go to nations, I open my business, I partner with people, I do my work, I think of what is unique that I can bring to the market, and I offer my value, and boom, I make money. Then you sit somewhere and say, oh, the guy is just grace, luck. Stephen Acta is just favored. The guy is just enjoying grace. He's just favored. That's not how this works, ladies and gentlemen. Value exchange. Everybody type value exchange. Meaning, offer your value, people will offer their value. That's how to become wealthy, and that's how to work your way to success, to wealth, to prosperity. Value exchange. And if we pick up this mindset, if we pick up this attitude of value exchange, you will be wealthier than you can ever imagine. You will experience prosperity than you have ever imagined in your life. Okay? So I love you all. I'm in London. The Eagle has landed. Tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. join me here for the Business Opportunity Masterclass. I'm going to be sharing with those of you in London 5 ways to legitimately make money here in London. 5 opportunities you can start with little capital, some of them with zero capital, and you can make it. I think I have 2 free tickets left. It's 5 p.m. prompt, no African time. So if you're in London, it's strictly for those of you in London. If you're in London, send me a DM and, let's have you around. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful experience with me. Trust me, you will never forget the impact of the session with me tomorrow, 5 p.m. And the venue is W London Hotel. W London Hotel is in downtown. Find your way, and we're going to have a great time. But you need to send me a DM or, send a WhatsApp message to my office, and they will add you to the list of those who are getting free tickets to the event. The event is not free, it's £250, but we have given some people free tickets, and I think they still have 2 more tickets left, okay, to give away. So you can call +234 818 000618 +234 818 000618, or just send a DM and you might qualify to be with me for free if you're in London, to learn 5 ways. I'm going to share with you how I moved from each of these businesses, and I kept scaling from one business to the other, okay? And at some point I took them global, and it's just God all the way. I've enjoyed favor, I've enjoyed grace, but ladies and gentlemen, I offered value too, right? Hello, how you doing?
Very good.
Good.
What you do for?
Huh?
What is this for?
What is? I'm live, so let me just finish. I'll attend to you, okay? So basically, one of my biggest principles is always that you have to think, what value are you offering in exchange for what you want? Okay, so think of the value you are offering, and that is very, very important. You have to think of what value are you offering in exchange for whatever it is that you desire. But you must offer some value. Don't just expect to get something for nothing. Okay? And ultimately, value for value. Everybody type value for value. That's the billionaire habits. Value for value. Come on, everybody, type it. Value for value. That is the billionaire habit. The underlying, concept of the billionaire habits is value for value. You offer value, you get value. Always offer some value for any other type of value that you want. I love you all. God bless you. Good night.